There is a thing called desire, another called fate, and another choice. And I believe this is the summary of this conversation. Hello there and welcome to REFLO'S TV. This is REFLO'S Church Girl and we're here once again for another conversation. Today's topic: does giving birth define a woman? Does giving birth define a woman? Don't forget that this video is powered by REFLO'S TV and REFLO'S Sanitary pads. Your well-being is our number one priority because you deserve the best. And never forget that there is dignity in doing it right. Now, societies evolve on people. People are there to make societies improve and move on. It is for this reason I believe that biblically God ordered the first man and woman to reproduce and fill the earth. And I believe that embedded in this directive is the directive to be able to procreation, reproduction, so that these human beings will be able to fill the earth and progress societies. Economically, people are needed to grow societies or to grow the economy. And socialization in society also rests on human beings. We need human beings to populate the earth and other human beings to put the other people through socialization. Human beings are very important. Procreation is very important. Reproduction is very important. But what about the woman who is unable to do this or who is unable to go through this process of procreation? Are we going to look at her as less of a woman because of the lack of this ability or because of her choice that is in opposition to this directive? Now, some few months ago, I found myself in the hospital with a relative who was going through this process. And for everybody I've had this conversation with, I've said that these few days or these few moments changed my perspective. Changed my perspective about reproduction and giving birth. And I've said everywhere that I am not going to attack anybody who develops any stance on this subject matter. I know what my relative went through, and I'm not going to remind myself of that situation. But I found myself seeing women losing their precious lives, the lives of their babies, families wailing, crying around because of the loss of lives, just because these women chose to bring other lives into being, just because these women took it upon themselves to realize that need of bringing into being other human beings, going through pregnancy, going through birth. Statistics are there to prove something very, very critical. In the year 2020, 776 women in Ghana lost their lives as a result of maternal mortality. The subsequent year, 2021, 875 women, that is a 12.3% increment over the previous years. Very, very staggering. These are the numbers. I am not saying that there is any problem with giving birth, but we need to look at the exceptions. Women who lose their lives, women who go through situations. And I refer to an interview I did with a woman. She had been green throughout her youthful age, got married, got pregnant, gave birth, and at the verge of bringing out the child, something very critical happened. She had to be operated on. Grace found her, but for grace, she would have lost her life. This woman wakes up from her condition, comes out, and her womb has been taken away. Assuming this woman never had that child, would we judge her as less of a woman or as not a woman because she does not have a child? She had to go through that traumatic moment because of this child. Are we going to label this woman as less of a woman if she had lost that child? These are some of the exceptions. We need to also understand that this is also a matter of choice for some women. As I have said, because of my experience at the hospital for those days, I have told myself that from now onwards, it will be very difficult for me to speak against any woman who decides not to give birth. Apart from death, maternal death, and the death of children, some women have had chronic diseases. They have gone through very difficult moments, things that alter them biologically, things that alter them psychologically, emotionally, and in all spheres of their lives because of reproduction, because of giving birth. No, I do not sit here to rubbish giving birth because I do want to one day have children of my own. But today, let me say that I respect every woman who would not be able to biologically give birth as a woman. I respect every woman who has gone through a situation, and that situation has put her in some state that would not allow her to be able to have children of her own. I respect that woman who has made that choice not to give birth. I respect that woman who says she would give birth. All of these classes of people should be considered as women, not because of reproduction, but because of the purpose for which they were made, because of the value for which they are living, or the value that they are bringing to life. Some people will never give birth, but the love that they show to other people's children, the tutelage that they put other people through, that is what is important. This is what we should regard, not just the biological ability to give birth. And this is a clarion call to Ghana Health Service to put in systems to sustain the health of pregnant women. 875 women losing their lives because of pregnancy. This is staggering, and we need to do something about it. Fill our health institutions with resources. The ICUs, the NICUs, resource them well so that we can keep these women and these babies alive. Let me say once again that a woman is a woman because of her purpose and because of the value she brings to society. What is your experience? What do you have to say about this subject? Have you been discriminated against because of this inability to have children of your own, or because of a choice that you have made not to go through this process of giving birth? I would love to know your experiences in the comment section. But do like this video, send comments, subscribe to our channel, and keep feeding on content from REFLO'S TV. And never forget that there is dignity in doing it right. We bring you this and every Monday right here on YouTube. My name is REFLO'S Church Girl, and waiting to see you on our next episode next Monday. Until then, it's a bye.